Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing a couple of systems that are going to dump snow on portions of the United States and southern Canada. Alright, now let's get into the video. To start off, we're going to be talking about this jet streak here and this jet streak here. These streaks are going to bring a clipper system in the north and a Texas low in the south. The clipper system is going to bring flurries to
Charge
this area
complete.
here and is going to bring a dumping of snow into the northeast here and a little bit of freezing rain into northern North Carolina and southern Virginia. Now, that system we're not all that worried about. Maybe a foot in those areas, but it's going to be a really small area of a foot. This next system here that I pull up, see this giant jet streak over here? That's going to be what's really concerning because as we pull it out, see how deep that digs? It's going to bring up a lot of moisture and a lot of cold air, and when that mixes, it's going to turn into a lot of snow, and it's going to progress up towards the Great Lakes and Midwest regions, and it is going to bring tons of snow. Into the next segment, we're going to be talking about the precipitation type and where this snow is going to be. So, as we progress it out, you can just see this little Texas low here. Now, if we progress that out, it's going to pick up some freezing rain over Virginia and North Carolina, some portions of I think that's Kentucky, some portions of Kentucky and West Virginia, but that's really the mountain ranges. Not too many people live up there. But as it progresses further, it's going to turn into snow, and that snow is going to dump over portions of Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. It's not going to stay for long, but it is definitely going to bring a lot of snow. Now, we can still see those flurries up here from that clipper system, this clipper system right here. We can see these flurries come into the northeast and Great Lakes areas. Sorry about that, I'm not too good with the United States geography, but we can see those flurries hovering around this area here. And, well, actually, now we can just see this big system. So let's go in and talk about that. This big system's going to immediately become a strong surface low, and this low is going to bring up tons of moisture here, tons of cold air from down here, and it is going to bring snow through most of these areas here. I think that's the Midwest and into the Great Lakes area. Now, it is going to develop that comma head shape that we love to see with these mid-latitude cyclones, and snow on the north side, severe weather on the south side. So, this snow here is going to be heavy. We're going to catch a little bit of a break with the rain in this area in the warm front, but that's not really going to do anything to stop the totals. We can still see up to 5 to 10 centimeters, sorry, not centimeters, 5 to 10 inches of rain. Speaking of snow totals, let's go on to see them next. So we're going to start off by looking at the first system here. It's going to bring like 10 inches of rain, snow, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying rain. 10 inches of snow up in these areas here, a little bit of a dusting. Down south, even into Alabama, they're going to get a little bit of a dusting, but mainly from the system, we are focused on this 10 inches of snow in Pennsylvania and Maryland. I think the capital is somewhere in there. And especially on Long Island, they're going to be seeing 5 inches, Manhattan, about 5 inches. And the higher totals are going to be in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Pennsylvania. But let's not get into that too deep because it's not going to be the star of the show. This one that we're going to watch next is definitely going to be the star of the show. We can already see it up to 30 inches in Kansas here, and it is going to move all the way up to the northeast. 30 inches of snow is not something to laugh at. That is crazy amounts. But now we can see it as it moves up here, and we're going to see up to 25 inches of snow in the Toronto area, about 14 inches around Barrie, or 10 inches around Barrie, and up near Ottawa, we're going to be seeing 20 inches and close to 25 inches of snow. That's going to be crazy if that actually happens, but it probably won't because there's going to be some rain and sleet that's going to melt it down. In order to figure that out, we can go to something here called snow depth, and then we can see what the totals are actually going to look like. So we're looking at more like 5 inches around the Barrie area, around 7 inches for Toronto, and up near Ottawa, closer to 10 inches. That's still crazy. You're definitely going to need your snow blowers, but it's not the 25 inches, 50 centimeters that they were talking about in the other field. Alright, before we end the video, let's talk about severe weather in the Deep South. They have outlined the possibility for tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds. I think that it's going to get upgraded as we get closer towards the date. This is for day 6. So 6 days out from when this video is posted. I think it's the 9th. Yeah, Tuesday the 9th. And it is going to be bringing tornadoes. They haven't said anything about strong tornadoes, but that's just because of the uncertainty. If we were to look at the tornadic ingredients, we are going to see tons of tornadic ingredients in the area. As we pull it up here, we're going to see it in Texas. It moves over into Mississippi, Louisiana area. And look at that, SCP of 5, 6. Let's just pull a sounding from New Orleans and just see what that looks like. Wait till it loads. There we go. Yeah, main hazard tornadoes with a 55 knot low level jet. That's going to be spinning the lower levels of the atmosphere and it's going to definitely help with tornado genesis in those areas. So, tornadoes are going to be a big deal. Also, there's a lot of cape in the freezing layer, which is definitely going to mean hail. And because the wind barbs ahead of the cold front are not perpendicular, or sorry, they are perpendicular to the cold front, that's going to mean it's going to go linear, which is why we're probably looking at a QLCS type event, which is going to bring winds, tornadoes, not so much hail, but there's going to be a little bit of hail because of the cape and the freezing layer. Now, we see how it progresses off into Tuesday the 3rd as well in portions of Florida. If you're in vacation down there, just be ready. I know a couple people that are down in Florida during this time, so they're going to have to get ready for that. And that's about it. That's really all we were going to talk about in this video. It's still too far out to get into the details, and most of my viewers are up in this section. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more weather-related content. Have a good day, and goodbye!